As you can tell, I'm a fan. Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Lee. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Now today we are going to be reviewing swimwear from 93 Play Street. If you have been on TikTok, you may have seen this brand before. My first interaction with the brand was actually seeing the founder of 93 Play Street reviewing Kylie Swim and basically ripping it apart. As I'm sure a lot of people know by now, Kylie Swim, very bad quality, terrible bathing suits. A lot of them like fell apart. They were tiny. They had no coverage. So the founder of 93 Play Street reviewed the Kylie Swim swimsuits and then kind of compared them to her own brand of swimsuits, which launched in 2021 and specifically were made to be like super cute, unique suits with really good body hugging fits and that were made in the US. So this is a woman owned and operated company, which of course, you know, I love to support, and I would still consider it to be a smaller company, even though of course they have experienced really great levels of success with their advertising on TikTok and with a lot of customers seeming to have really positive things to say. Now 93 Play Street does carry bathing suits from an extra small up to a 3XL, and they do have recommendations on their site, which I actually really appreciate, for which pieces might be better for, you know, if you have a bigger bust, which ones might be better if you have a bigger butt, because things do fit very differently on different, you know, body shapes. And I do think that they're really trying to do their best to make sure that nobody's disappointed. And like, as an example, I know when I get really tiny bikini tops, sometimes I'm very disappointed because they just don't fit me properly. Now, because this is a US company, I did have to pay in US dollars. This is not like a big enough company to be offering special like Canadian store with Canadian prices, so I understand that completely. This bathing suit that I have on right now was so expensive. I really cannot understate. This is not like a, oh, I'm gonna go buy like 5 or 6 bikinis and try them on type of place, unless you're very wealthy. I am not. It cost about $135 US to purchase this swimsuit that I have on under this little cute cover-up moment, which is about $175 Canadian. That's crazy. And then I also had to pay duties of about $25. So this was a $200 swimsuit. So we're gonna keep that in mind when we review it. Now, other things to keep in mind, this is somebody, one individual person who is creating a design, having to pay to get the patterns made, having to, you know, pay all of the associated costs of production to have something produced in the US versus in something that might be a little bit cheaper somewhere else in the world. Those are important things to remember when you're reviewing something like this that is a bit pricier. I think we all need to remember that Shein, like $15 bikinis, are not sustainable. They're not going to last a long time, and they're certainly not the best quality. So we will look at this bathing suit objectively, but in the end, of course, I will let you know if I think it's worth the price and if I will purchase from this company again. So with all of that in mind, let's look at this swimsuit. Before we even really dive into this one, I will just throw up on the screen here some examples of the other styles that they have, because this kind of like contrasting color is very much like what they do. So if that's not your style, that's okay. Like, that is what they carry right now. I'm sure someday they might offer other things as well, but I love it. I'm immediately drawn to the pinks and purples and what I consider to be very like living your best Barbie life styles and patterns of swimsuits. Now, I decided to get the one piece, even though it was very expensive, because to me, this looked like a super high quality one piece that was the exact style that I have been looking for forever, for like a good basic one piece that I could wear anywhere. And of course, a lot of customer reviews have said how great the quality was, so I wanted to test it out myself. So this is the Piper one piece. This, of course, is a very, very high cut one piece. It comes up like above my hip bones. It has this nice deep scoop, not too deep. You get a little bit of cleavage, not too much. There is a built-in shelf bra in here to offer you a little bit of support. There are also removable cups, which you may or may not be able to see through the fabric a bit. I might remove those. I don't think you would be able to see your actual like nipple color through here unless they were very, very dark. And if they were very dark and you didn't like kind of these smaller cups, you can buy larger cups online for like a couple dollars for a pack of multiple of them, somewhere like Amazon, so that you have something that kind of fills out the whole area of your boob, and then you won't be able to see the cups at all. It's only when they're a little smaller than your boob size that you can really see them. And then the back of this is pretty cheeky. For me, I prefer a cheeky bottom and I prefer a high cut front, but, and this is a big but, everybody knows who's watched me for a while, I absolutely want full crotch coverage. Now, the founder of this brand talks about this all the time on her TikTok, and she, because you cannot say, you know, crotch, you can't say most words on TikTok, she calls it the chicken nugget coverage. So in her honor, that's what we will call it today. I feel like this has great chicken nugget coverage. I do not feel like I would slip out of this. Obviously, it's very high cut, and usually when I find a really adorable high cut one piece that I love, it's too small here, it's too narrow, and I just feel like I'm gonna flash somebody at any moment. I do not feel like that in this. And then, like I said, the back is great. Obviously, it has a nice scoop back up at the top, which I think is really cute. Just so you can see the colors a little better, it really is like a Barbie purple with a contrasting baby pink around the outside, and I live for that. I absolutely think that the colors of this and the style of this are so freaking cute. In terms of quality, honestly, this is one of the best swimsuits I've ever had. Like, it really feels super soft, super well made. The bra construction inside, I find a lot of times when you get built-in bras on swimwear, they're just bad quality or they're not actually supporting anything. I feel very, very supported in this. In particular with this swimsuit, I don't feel like it's like uncomfortable digging in, holding me in, anything like that. But I do think that the way that it fits really, really highlights your waist, the smallest part of you. And this very much to me feels like a true like 80s cut swimsuit, which is what I've always been looking for. Like, I want like that 80s cut, but still enough fabric to cover the bits that I want covered. And I know that they do have, on a limited edition basis, a full red version of this one piece, and it just screams Baywatch to me. Like, I already feel like I am in Baywatch right now in this little purple one. I can only imagine in bright red. Now, they do also carry bikinis, obviously, and they have multiple different styles. So they have tops that are like pretty high coverage all the way to like very, very like small, skimpier tops. Same with bottoms. They have very high-waisted ones, moderately high-waisted, and then they have like a true just like high-cut, super ultra cheeky bottom. So I do think, especially for a company that only launched last year, they're doing a very, very good job at, you know, offering lots of sizes, offering lots of different cuts and styles. And I do think that they've done something unique here with, instead of, you know, focusing on the crazy prints, which is what I think everybody in the swimwear game is doing right now. And I love a good print, don't get me wrong. But instead of doing like crazy prints, like really specific, like solid colors, like cream and brown everybody's doing right now, they're doing these very, very fun, nifty, like hot pink, bright turquoise with like a dark blue lining all around it. It's just a little unique, something a little bit different and fresh. And as you can tell, I'm a fan. Now, overall, it's very clear to see that I love this. And even though some people I think will disagree, I do think that it was worth the $200. I know that that's a lot of money to spend on a swimsuit. I can tell already that this is a swimsuit that could easily last years and many, many wears. And that's coming from somebody who has owned so many swimsuits over the years. This is going to be a staple one that you can grab anytime. You'll always feel good about it. This style, I don't think is something that's necessarily going to go out of style. It's not like a really out there pattern that might look a little dated in a year or two. This is always going to look classy. It's always going to look sexy. You could always wear this anywhere. Do I think I will shop from 93 Play Street again? My wallet says please don't. I can someday see myself getting some of the Barbie pink swimsuits that they have, in particular maybe trying a bikini or two. It will not be anytime soon because I need to recover from spending $200 on this one. But like I said, I love this. If you live in the US, I think for $130, which is what it would probably ultimately cost you, worth it. 100% worth it. I think it's hard in Canada when we have to factor in duties and we have to factor in the exchange rate, but you never know. Maybe someday they will be able to offer a Canadian shop. Maybe they'll be able to like factor the duties into the price, which helps with the sticker shock a little bit, I think. But you will definitely have to let me know what you think. Do you like this style, first off, this high cut, kind of cheeky style of swimsuit, or is it not really your thing? Also, how do we feel about the like 80s style one pieces? Do you agree with me that they're going to stay in style, or do you think it's something that, like everything, is going to kind of like come and go? Now, I can guarantee that I will be getting a lot of wear out of this summer, so get ready to see lots of pictures of this on my Instagram, because I'm sure I will be wearing it like every time I go to the beach. And definitely let me know if you have ever tried anything from 93 Play Street, how you liked it, and if you haven't tried anything yet, do you think you will? And like always, I will include the link to 93 Play Street and like what size, style, color, all of that information that I'm wearing down in the description box. So if you want to try out this particular one piece or another bathing suit from the brand, you can definitely check them out. One thing to note about this brand, they do like launch style releases, which they're smaller, so I don't really think that they necessarily have a lot of choice in that. They do sometimes have stock that kind of carries over between, but if you're in like a very popular size, or you're trying to get one of their like more popular items, like I do think the one pieces are considered to be like pretty like hot items, I would recommend signing up so that you get notified of their launches. You can just do that on their website, and then you don't have to worry about missing out. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I'm so happy to have a new staple bathing suit that I will be wearing all the time. Of course, these high cut ones make your legs look a little bit longer, which always feels really, really good for me. I really hope that you are having a fantastic week and that I will see you next time. Bye.